So, I need to tell someone about this complete disaster because honestly, 3 years later, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell happened and why everything went so wrong. I'm Sabrina. I'm 34 now, and I've been trying to piece together the aftermath of what I thought was going to be a love story. But instead, it's turned into something more like a cautionary tale I never thought I'd be telling. It started like any other casual dating experience. Nothing too extraordinary, but I thought maybe, just maybe, this one would be different. His name was Ethan. He was 32, a little older than most guys I dated, but that didn't faze me. He worked in tech, which meant he was smart and driven and always moving forward in his career. He had that quiet confidence I found so appealing, and his smile, well, that got me every time. We met on one of those dating apps where everyone lies about their age, height, or job, but Ethan's profile was refreshingly honest. He wasn't just another guy looking to hook up. He was looking for something real, or so I thought. Our first date was simple, a cozy dinner at a tapas restaurant. Nothing fancy, but it was warm, and there was a soft glow of candlelight that made everything feel intimate. We talked for hours, about everything and nothing at the same time. He was easy to talk to, which felt rare, like finding a needle in a haystack. We laughed, we disagreed on the best kind of pizza, and for a few hours, I could actually picture myself with him. Maybe even more than that. It was effortless. After that, we went on more dates. A few dinners, a movie, a couple of walks in the park. Everything was smooth. He was sweet, attentive, and always respectful of my boundaries. But after about 6 dates, I realized something was off. We hadn't slept together yet, and not because I wasn't attracted to him. I definitely was. The chemistry was undeniable, but I had this rule, no S*X until we had the talk about what we were really doing. I wasn't going to be one of those girls who just let things happen and hoped for the best. No, I needed security. I needed to know where I stood. I don't think he liked it at first. I could see it in his eyes. That flicker of confusion when I'd talk about boundaries or taking things slow. But he seemed to respect it, at least in the beginning. He told me he appreciated that I wasn't like other girls, that I wasn't rushing into things. We kept seeing each other, and despite the absence of physical intimacy, everything else seemed perfect. By date 9, I was getting impatient. I could feel the tension building between us, and it wasn't just sexual tension. There was something else there, something deeper that I couldn't quite put my finger on. He was still so kind, still so considerate, but we hadn't defined what we were. I was starting to feel like I was doing everything right, being patient, giving him space to let things evolve, but nothing was moving forward. I started to get anxious. Maybe I was just too much for him. Maybe he was enjoying the attention, enjoying the company, but wasn't actually interested in anything serious. I wanted him to say it. Just say the words. I'm your boyfriend. You're my girlfriend. Was that really so much to ask? I wanted that assurance, that commitment, but it was like he was purposely avoiding the topic, so I made the decision. A few more dates, and if we hadn't had that talk by then, I was going to stop seeing him. It wasn't going to work. I didn't want to keep wasting my time on someone who wasn't ready to define what we were. By the time we hit date 13, I couldn't wait any longer. I had to know if this was real or if I was just another casual fling to him. I told myself I wasn't going to let things drag on without clarity. So, on that night, after a lovely dinner and another round of easy conversation, I asked him, Ethan, where do you see this going? Are we just dating? Or is there something more here? He looked at me, his face momentarily blank, like he didn't expect the question. His eyes flickered around the room for a second, then he gave me a response that hit me harder than I could have imagined. I like you, Sabrina. I really do. But I think we should just keep this casual for a while longer. Let's not rush into anything serious just yet. I froze. My heart sank into my stomach. Casual? How long did he think we could keep this casual thing going when we'd already been seeing each other for over 2 months? I wanted more. I needed more. You mean you're not ready to be exclusive? I asked, though I already knew the answer. He nodded, a little too quickly, and the look in his eyes made me feel like I was suddenly suffocating. I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep going like this, hanging on, hoping for something that might never happen. So I told him I needed a break from the physical side of things. No more sleeping together until we figured out where we stood. I needed to know we were on the same page. At first, he seemed taken aback. He didn't expect that, but after a few days it seemed like he understood my reasoning. He said he needed time to think about things, and I told myself that was fair. Maybe he just needed a little more time to figure it out, but instead of coming back around, something changed. He started pulling away. The texts got shorter, the plans less frequent. When we did see each other, I could feel the tension. There was no warmth anymore, no easy conversation, just a cold distance that grew with every passing day. I didn't know what to make of it. I told myself I wasn't going to chase him, but the silence was deafening. Then one day, just like that, it all came crashing down. I reached out to him about weekend plans, and I couldn't get through. He blocked me, everywhere, all at once. His phone, social media, everything, gone. Just like that, I don't even know how long I stared at my phone, staring at the user not found message over and over again, trying to process what had just happened. He was gone, completely, without warning, without explanation. I spent weeks replaying everything in my head. Did I say something wrong? Did I push too hard for exclusivity? Was I too demanding? Too emotional? But then I realized he never actually cared enough to make the effort to explain. He never gave me the closure I needed. Now it's been 3 years, and I still miss him. Not just because he was a good guy or because we had great chemistry, but because of the way he made me feel. Like I was worth waiting for. Like I was special. And I haven't found that since. I tell myself that I should have known better, that I shouldn't have let myself get so emotionally invested without knowing where we stood. But I guess sometimes you just want to believe in the possibility of something good, even when you know deep down it might not be real. I still think about him. I still wonder what would have happened if I'd been more patient, if I hadn't asked for too much too soon. But mostly, I think about how easily he walked away, how he moved on without a second thought while I'm here, still stuck, still wondering, still missing him.